Join us now, Tim Armstrong, Oath CEO, and some of that new high-level talent that we mentioned, 23-time Grand Slam singles champion Serena Williams, who will chair a new board of advisors at Oath. I guess we have to talk about Oath, but I want to know about, are you going to Australian Open? Is that what you
Oh my gosh.
You could win. You're going to set all-time records.
Listen,
is 30 doable?
Anything is doable, right? I'm taking it a day at a time. I look forward to it. I just, just taking my time. This is a new chapter in my life. I don't want to rush it.
This is not how we planned it, is it, Tim? This was going to be about.
This is exactly how we planned it. It's, you have a world champion here. This is exactly what we should talk about.
Ever, no doubt. And everyone, I don't think anyone would disagree with that. All right, so let's talk business.
Let's talk business.
All right, for a couple minutes. So we're announcing a board of advisors today. Serena is the chairwoman of it, and when we talked about the future of Oath and how we're going to design the company along with Verizon, companies are turning into personas, and they have a social persona, global persona, cultural persona, and the reality is having Serena partner with me to kind of help design the future of the company is going to be a much more successful, broader outcome than us doing it on our own. So the Serena plus the other board of advisor members hopefully will have a really big imprint on the future of where the company's going, both in terms of the content we're doing, the advertising, but more importantly, really the culture of the company. And we wanted somebody who is both a business person, philanthropist, and champion to be a chairperson, and Serena was the #1 person that we wanted, and we spent a bunch of time with her over the last 6 months, and today's the day we're announcing it, so it's a great day for Oath, and hopefully a great day for Serena.
Is that what the rest of the panel or the rest of the committee will be made up of similar types of people? To Serena, we should look at people who are accomplished in lots of different fields, who are business people, but also...
Yeah, all the people on the board are generally world-class at one thing that you probably know them for, but I'd say, second of all, they're known as great business people, entrepreneurs, philanthropists, people who also want to change the world, and I think Serena embodies that, but when you look across the rest of the board of advisors, from Russell Wilson to Zach Bozen to Carly Kloss, all of them are world-class at what they do, and they're going to bring a different dimension. And Serena's going to be a great leader for that group, also just based on her globality and her competitiveness and the cultural aspects she loves.
I mean, I'm surprised at the Verizon breakout. You're real, and I don't know if we would have believed that 5 years ago. You've done a great job with, obviously, with the AOL, but $2 billion in advertising revenue. You think of Google and Facebook, that's not a small percentage of what they do. I mean, you are third. Are you really gunning for those two in terms of advertising?
What we're gunning is for a differentiated company. We have a company that, size-wise, we did do $2 billion last quarter. We have bigger aspirations than that. Overall, we'd reach 1.3 billion people, but the only way we're going to get to our future goals is to have our company compete in a differentiated way. And that's really what the Board of Advisors is about, is instead of just our management team competing out in the field, how do we put together, Serena plus the other board members to help us think about where the next areas of growth are on a global basis. And so, Joe, I'd say we are happy with where we are right now, but our aspirations and the opportunity is much bigger than where we currently are.
I don't know if you saw, Martin Zorro was here last week. They are struggling, WPP, and many of the big advertising agencies, in large part because they talk about what the sort of digital pull of dollars, and specifically to Google and to Facebook and to some of the others.
Yeah, I think if the digital economy is growing at roughly 30%. The ad economy is growing between -4% and sort of 2% overall for the large holding companies. So I think there is a disparity, but the opportunity is to take the gap there. And I saw Martin last Sunday. Right. I spent some time with him at the Patriots game. We're trying to bridge the gap between the growth areas where the agencies need to move to growth and where digital is. And I think that gap of 20-30% growth is really where our opportunity set is. So Martin, I think, is right to say all the things he's saying. I know him personally. He also thinks there's a lot of opportunity.
Is there any benefit for you in all the commotion around what's happening with Google, Facebook, Twitter, with all the Russia propaganda stuff and everything else?
I mean, I would just say, we're here with Serena today because we're really focused on offense and trying to get our brand, culture, and global growth going. There's always going to be issues defensively that I think we have to play as a business, and you saw that from those companies last week. But fortunately for us right now, we're basically looking forward and really excited about how we're going to partner with Serena and the team to move the ball forward. And Serena, why don't you give your take on Oath and what you're interested in globally overall?
Yeah, well, for me, I love the leadership idea, and having an opportunity to be chairwoman was something really exciting for me because it's, in this tech world, it's really about just expanding and equality and bringing diversity, which is something that I've really been talking about and trying to do a lot more. And Oath really represents that, I felt, and getting all these people together. And I love philanthropy, so it really kind of works with that. And we have this great platform, like Tim was saying, over 1.3 billion people to tell your story, to reach women, to reach, kids, to reach the platforms that you want to reach and have a chance to tell a unique story, build different stories, and share it.
You've used social media pretty effectively for the business of Serena as well, so she might be able to help you. Well,
yeah.
It's, everything is social at this point, and I'd say, Serena is awesome at tennis, obviously, but I think when you get to know her as a person and you see how good she is at business, how good she has been socially with her foundation and those things, that's really, what we hope will bring. And Serena's coming down to the office today after this, and you might want to talk about a few of the things you're going to talk about, Serena, but I think that, take it away.
Yeah, so I'm excited to do that, by the way, just to meet everyone else that's been working so hard on Oath, and I think it'll be really exciting. We want to generate that excitement, and I think really being a part of the board of the advisors, and having, this nice, different people, it's like a melting pot, just to bring different views, and we really know how to optimize that social skills and, just bring it together. So I feel like there's so much to talk about. I feel like it's just wonderful ways to present what you want to present. For instance, I have my Yetundi Price Foundation, and it's a resource center that we built in Compton. I'm from Compton, California, so we have this great resource center where kids go that had unfortunately been affected by violent crimes. And so this is a perfect opportunity for people that want to talk of their story or bring their story. We can take it to makers or, so many different ways to tell that. And so I think it's going to be really unique. And we're also working on different content from VR to AR, and then just even content we've been working on. Tim and I have been having so many different conversations over the past 6 months. Unique content for makers, for women. I love TechCrunch, so that's kind of my new thing. So I love that. So it's going to be interesting as well. We'll talk about that later, though. But so I feel like it's going to be fun, and that's what it's all about.
He's going to say you read it by the time this is over.
All right. Wow. We'll have to listen to our advisors.
How will Serena's Foundation, how will this play into, there will be dollars accruing to that through this relationship?
Yeah, so there's the relationship set up with the Board of Advisors is really along 3 areas. One is advising the company, just how to become more social, more global overall. The second piece is how do we support their foundations and really put lift in it. So we'll be putting investment into Serena's Foundation, both from a monetary standpoint, as well as for technology and some of the things that we want to bring to her center in Compton. And then the third area really is kind of focused around how do we tell Serena's story at a broader scale way. Serena's got a lot of other partners, and she does a lot of things around the world that are related to women's equality. Makers is a huge opportunity with Serena. But I think, Joe, the way to think about it is for all the things that Serena that are doing that's great for the world outside of tennis, we're going to amplify that. And two is we're going to create new areas for the company to actually work in with Serena. So tech is an area that obviously Serena is very involved in, and TechCrunch is one of the most powerful brands in tech. So putting Serena together with a TechCrunch to see what the possibilities are, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about down at the office today.
Yeah, and we want other people to share their stories too, and we feel like there's a lot of people on the advisory board that can do that, and also we can just reach out and just share what story we want to share and reach out to people that we want to reach out to. And
how great is it being a mom? Is it fun? She hasn't got a forehand or a backhand yet, does she? Has she held a racket? Probably not. I guess July.
No.
Alexis, no, not yet.
No.
Little baby tennis ball, maybe.
A little baby.
She hasn't. It's great being a mom.
Do you have designs on her being a great tennis player? You don't care,
No,
whatever she wants to do.
every tennis player is like, we don't want our kids to be tennis players. So I fall exactly
It's too
in that
hard,
same.
isn't it? 5, 8 hours or whatever it is a day.
Yeah, my fiance insists that she's going to be in tech and business and stuff like that.
That's
so.
good.
That's a good position for her.
So
Well, this is great.
maybe she might be sitting here one day. And,
Well, come back. We want to hear about everything because this is just the beginning now. But thanks. It was a thrill meeting you and having you
thrill
on
for us.
set. It really was.
Yeah, it's been a fun 6 months, right?
Yeah, it's been great. It's just starting.
Blast,
And
yeah.
there's a lot of opportunity in the future. So we're going to make 1 billion people happier with Serena. So that's what we're excited about.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.